Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Embody Your Essence, True Essence with me, Ikue. It's Monday, September 23rd, 2024. I'm very happy to be here. I like to do a live from here without microphone because my partner is out of town. So how you guys doing? Type in the comment. How's your lunar eclipse, equinox, everything treated you? Transformation is ongoing. Do you guys feel that? It's crazy. I feel it in my body. I feel it in people, and this is time to observe. And yesterday was the first day of Libra, and today is the first day. Today is the second day, but step one day, and lots of things are happening. I woke up feeling honestly like it's like, wow, I just want to live my life and not worry about what other people are doing. Or it's just like, I don't maybe I'm still feeling that Scorpio type of energy from step 0. It's like, okay, it's like, on the side of, being very passionate about helping people, there's a side of me came out today. It's like, I don't really care like what other people are going through. Like, I'm just gonna live my life like this and then blah blah blah. It's like I just wanna live in the ocean near the beach and do all the cool things and looking at people and living their life. And it's like, okay, that's very interesting. I'm just observing, not judging. So how you guys feeling? Yes, very much so. Yeah, I think we're keep shifting the timeline. This is a critical time. Definitely we're just erasing all that karma. I wouldn't say all, but there's a lot of stuff that it's definitely being removed from us. And now once you remove all of that, like, how are you gonna live your life, right? So I'm very excited for this learning because I feel like in the past life, after past time, I couldn't do that. So I'm here and an update on mole removable cream. If you guys are listening to my live, I got this mole removable cream from like online and I ship it from China. And I should have done like patch test or something like that, but I'm just gonna do this. So I started putting on it, and then instruction said I'm supposed to start feeling tingly sensation. It's like, okay, I felt it, and it's like, okay, it's working. And then next thing I realized, like, oh my god, skin is burning. So if you could see like a little scar, I mean, I'm not hiding anything, and I put it a little bit here, a little bit there, but it's getting better. I would say. So yeah, it's I think it's authenticity is the highest frequency I learned, and we are all learning, making mistakes and laughing at ourselves. So today's energy is step 1, Libra. If you're a Libra, welcome to Libra season, and I'm a Libra. I am very excited. Last year I was going through some transformational phase and career transitional phase. I was living in so much fear and tried to take on all the gigs that I could take so that I kind of, make a living and blah, blah, blah. And then I'm in a very different state. So now, like, okay, I don't have to dwell on the past that I had to go through. But now, what can I do now? What do I want to do now? So, it's just like my focus is definitely shifting towards myself rather than what can I do to the world. It's more like, okay, I want to do this so that hopefully this will serve the world, right? By me, just be me and living my truth. So that's slowly where I'm coming, who I am becoming, and I'm excited to notice that about myself. And yesterday it was a step 0, and Serious Joy reminded me a couple times that things that are out of line, out of my heart desire, gonna be very obvious. And so I was looking forward to just noticing what's part of me that is think this good and correct, but it's actually not really aligned with my heart. And I did some like, you know, meditation and set some intentions. And then I woke up feeling today, step one, definitely feeling like, it was like, wow, I was still a people pleaser. Like I tried to do stuff to please other people. And then just, I'm like, I really want to start living life for myself. Yeah. I wanted to ask, I don't, if it's right. We generally have shift 40 days before our birthdays. Heard one scary talking. Yeah, what exactly? I think he said 53 days before the birthday. Let me find it. I did make a post about it a year ago around my birthday. So I'm gonna repost it on my Instagram later on. Basically, yeah, I think it's whatever days, maybe 53 days, it could be 40 days before your birthday it's kind of like your annual assessment assessment time where you reflect upon, you know, what you've done throughout the year. And so that, you know, you tend to go inwards and started to really be like, you know, if you're not living your life, obviously you're gonna feel a little depressed. And a lot of people probably think that, oh, they are feeling this type of way because they were getting 1 year older, but that's not probably a case, right? Like it's just, we're just learning and assessing annual review time where you need to examine what you've done bad, what you've done good, all of the things, right? So, but get excited. I laugh a lot when I talk about this, when I talk in general, and used to be a nervous laugh, you know, because I was nervous talking on the camera, talking in front of everybody. And I feel like at some point I transmute that trait into a positive one. I laugh a lot in between, but it's kind of like, it's just like laugh at myself so that I can transmute that energy. So I think it's very important, especially if you live in USA, I live in Canada, but I am Japanese. And it's very important not forget the power of humor, right? Like the world is crumbling and there are so many things that coming up. And who said that 2024 is the year that everything starts to come out? And that is the truth. It's crazy, right? So let's embrace that. And I think we shifted a jump the huge timeline. Definitely feel that, like stuff that I see on social media have shifted too. Like now everyone's talking about like Hollywood is dead, and you know, talking all that stuff is coming out, and personal transformation. I'm seeing a lot of people talking about, you know, like feelings and emotions, and time is here. So let's really trust that. You know, when you first started to speak up your truth, it's very uncomfortable. It's like, oh, is she in cult? Like, what is she talking about? But I slowly come into a point where I just gotta be myself, and it's okay. Like I talk like this, I think like this, and I'm just going to just express myself instead of, you know, adding some filters. Thank you for explaining. Yes, yeah, I will find that post so everyone's clear. Hello, Ikue. Hi, Lee. Good morning. Okay, so today is step one. Self-love rules the day in the sign of I receive. You may be a person that loves yourself, but fail to accept that love and take it to heart. I think that's 100% to me. Today, you will be addressing the quality of your self-love in your marriage to yourself. So Sir Shaw used the word marriage to yourself before you marriage to anybody else, if you like to do. You need to create the healthy habits for yourself. So that's a marriage to yourself. The moon in Gemini has you exploring how you think and feel your life is going. I'm definitely in that. If you are unhappy with the direction of life, the astrology suggests you are not loving yourself or accepting love of yourself very well. Sometimes accepting love requires you shift boundaries within. Yeah, I think that's what has been happening. Like, I'm feeling that shift in me. Before, I was getting a lot of pleasure helping people, doing all the fascia maneuver classes, and I still love that. But I want to have fun. That's where I am. Like, I want to have fun. I want to get people move. I don't want to worry about trauma. I don't want to worry about tension in my body. You know what I mean? Like, it's just those things. I spent so many years working with that, and it's still there. But it's like, I'm at the point, I think it's like something shifting in me. This is something shifting me. And it's just like, I don't want to fix trauma. I don't want to focus on trauma. I've done enough. I've done enough. I want to focus on having fun with friends. I want to focus on having fun with people, you know, and elevate together and have some good, nice connection and parties. And, you know, I'm not talking about parties and drinking, like new type of high frequency party. I don't know. I'm just exploring. I'm super, I joined and I heard what you're sharing. Yes. Welcome everybody. So with that, I think it's like, you know, I'm still on the right track according to Sue's Joy. And, you know, one message that I have received before that kind of stuck in my mind. I have Leo rising, and Serious Joy talk about how, you know, I am a very loving person. I often think about loving things like, you know, love, unity, child, and, you know, happy things. But you rarely give love to yourself. And so there's a differentiation of thinking about love and emitting my love outside, but often neglect to give that love to myself. And that hit me hard because I think that's, you know, I feel like I all my life I push and push more and achieve more. And I can get so stoic. I'm so disciplined. I'm committed. That's all I knew, right? And I just like, okay, that's a good trait. And there's a time that I condemn some trait being Japanese, you know, being polite and being all of that kindness and humbleness. But I want to transmute that part of me as well, because instead of being so egotistic and, you know, it's like I'm the best, all of that, it's none of that. But can I still really, makes me emotional, embrace that part of me, but started to really transmute. I don't need to be humble. I'm still humble. Finding the words through this. But started to really powerfully sharing, you know. Can I ask? You have a lot of questions today. I love it. Can I ask one more thing? 24 October, Sun 1 Scorpio, Moon 29 Libra. I get confused. So you are October 24. That's the step 1 Scorpio. So you're not Libra. You're Scorpio, but your Moon is Libra. Wow, you are very extreme person. You're projecting your sun sign Scorpio 1, so it's about love and protect the love, right? And so you're always like looking out for yourself and others to protect the love that you have. And Moon 29, that's the highest degree, the last degree of Libra, and next to 11. So I would say for you, it's the balance and boundaries are the very important thing. Like, do I love myself and have the perfect harmony, and do I have the perfect boundaries around it? So it's a constant negotiation within yourself. But I know that it's like, you know, I'm also cups of Scorpio, but I'm still Libra. And I think it's very important for Libra in general to have a balance. When our balance is off, that's when we feel out of balance, right? So it's all about, and Libra love to find love and harmony. We love connecting with people, but for you have the Sun 1 Scorpio, I think it's you can find a better balance. This is for a lot of people, including myself. Just always look inside. Am I in the perfect balance? Because every time I try to control others and set the boundaries, like, do I even have a better boundary for myself? And that's something that coming up for me, and like literally today, you know, I could be so addicted to helping people, right? I have a lot of pleasure being of service for others, but at the same time, am I am I being of service for myself, right? And that's the number one, because when you focus on the self-love, when you come back, everything should fall into place and you are exactly where you need to be. But self-awareness is the most important thing. If you're not even aware that you have weak boundary for yourself, like maybe there's a lot of time that you have a self-negating thoughts, that self-sabotage, what you have manifested and where you're going. And it's like where you're going is determined by us, by you, by me, but it's you know, like depending the level of self-love and belief system of what possible, limit that direction that you want to go. And that's you know, we all know that what we believe is what we become. And so what you believe is the is the $1,000,000 question, right? And it's like, what do you believe? That limit, like possibilities endless. I want to show you guys some card later on related to that. Yeah, hi. I love how vulnerable you are. It is so empowering and beautiful. Oh, thank you. It means a lot, rah. Scorpio Sun here, October 31st, Cancer Moon and Cancer Rising. I personally feel like the combination of like anything with Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces are very, very emotional combination. It's just my observation. Scorpio is very much like, you know, always about boundaries, right? Can be very like, you know, like always like, okay, did you just cross my boundaries? Like always asking. But also like there's this Cancer side of you that is so loving and care leaders and, you know, want to love everybody. And maybe if you don't have a lot of good boundaries and you ended up being taken advantage of, anything like that. Say Pisces are very emotional sign, but very intuitive sign, right? Cancer and Pisces for me is very similar, but Cancer is just like feeling body. They feel it. They don't understand like my side, for example, Capricorn side, and because I have Capricorn Libra, and Capricorn is like cutthroat, you know, blunt and decision making, so much masculinity, discipline, committed, and leadership type. And so I have Aquarius, so I kind of learned to detach myself from emotion that many times. So that creates a lot of conflict between my Capricorn side and Cancer, because they don't understand my side at all. They don't know what it likes to even detach themselves from emotions, because they're the emotions, right? And now Pisces are like very intuitive. They're always feeling. There's a lot of love coming out all over their body. So I'm talking about, have you guys seen this post where this is how zodiac people, each zodiac sign love, and Leo is about heart, right? And Scorpio is about like sexual energy, like all of here, and Libra was a little heart right here, and so and then I think, I don't know, with Libra, it was like the heart all over around here. So it's very interesting. Yeah, October 31st. Well, that's a powerful day too, right? Amanda, it's a Halloween, and also there's a festival, right? I forgot the name. Yeah, so we're all learning. Call me Kate. Okay, I'll call you Kate. So interesting. Yeah. Okay, so let's just finish reading this, and I want to show you guys a card. It is, yes, yeah, powerful, powerful. Today, your heart is a ruling state of awareness, particularly in regards to your relationship to yourself. I receive Libra. You'll be feeling the quality of self-love in your life today and given an opportunity to respond to your heart differently than before. Yeah, quality of self-love. I definitely feeling that feeling the boundaries, feeling that flaws that, not flaws, but feeling that boundaries that I cross myself almost, like I could have done better to show myself a little love. But I depending on others for the love that I want to get. And so that's the area that it's coming up for me. So whatever energy you wake up to, whatever energy comes into your awareness during the first few hours of your day represent the current status of your heart and your relationship to your heart. Okay, I feel attacked. So if you wake up feeling sad, grumpy, detached, or anything less than pleasant, recognize this as a pure read of your energetic relationship to your heart. So the heart, yeah, heart, definitely feeling that I didn't have a good boundaries for my self-love, and I crossed the boundary for myself many times, and because I did not know how to love myself, put myself first, even though I say it, but there's so many layers and the awareness and lessons needed for me to really go deeper and deeper and deeper, right? There are two really important concepts to remember for today. The first involves non-judgment and acceptance of your truth. Whatever your heart feels today, you must accept these feelings and ideas without retaliating, blaming others, or denying the feelings. Yeah, you gotta accept first. Even though your feelings may feel like business as usual, today's expression of feelings is for the purpose of healing them permanently. That's super powerful. We're healing permanently. Resistance to your heart truth will only procrastinate your happiness. Yeah, so we gotta acknowledge without judgment. The second important concept to remember is how you respond to your heart today. This is the important moment to immediately begin a new routine with your self-love by responding to whatever comes up in the most healthy way. Responding with compassion, kindness, unconditional love, and patience is the best medicine to restore self-love. Responding with compassion, kindness, and conditional love. In the course of today, you may witness aspects of your life that reflect your self-love. You may witness that you have allowed yourself to be involved in loveless situations or one-sided relationships. 100%, yes. Just observe these things for now. You will get a chance to change them in the next chapter. Okay, I'm gonna read this today. You may witness aspect of your life reflect your self-love. You may witness that you have allowed yourself to be involved in loveless situations or one-sided relationships. Just observe these things for now. You will get a chance to change them in the next chapter. In each of your stories today, open up and explore the quality of self-love you practice in that portion of your life. Change your response to yourself when appropriate. Yeah, self-love. Loveless situations. Think about loveless situation. Time where you take actions, but you're not necessarily connected to your heart. But you thought that was the right thing to do, and we all been there, right? But I think at the end of it, every moment we're doing our best, and that's the truth. We're all doing our best of everything. It's just that the best was not that was not enough. And then it's like we're doing the best we can from the perspective, the frequency we were in at that moment. We couldn't see other perspective, so just be compassionate, and thank you for the lesson that we had to go through. I started to use this affirmation every time I see something that I wish I could have, right? And if I'm not acknowledging that, it just creates a lot of resentment and frustration in me. But at the end of it, those feelings are kind of like a jealousy feeling. I wish I'd been there, And then it's like, but today, not today, but I started to use this phrase, like, thank you for showing me to be more magnetic. Thank you for showing me to be that I could have this myself without depending on them, depending on others. Does that make sense? So every time I feel some sort of way, or feeling anger towards something, or frustrated, or feeling sad, thank you for reminding me to da 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 da. So thank you for reminding me to be more stronger, thank you for reminding me to believe in myself more. Thank you for the reminder to be more compassionate with myself and coming back to my heart. Thank you for this reminder to take a break. Thank you for this reminder that I also have the power to manifest this one that you guys are experiencing. You know what I mean? Like those little things. And that I found a lot of comfort and inner peace in that, because I don't need someone to give me the things that I want. Ask and it shall be given. But also opening up the possibilities, right? Like I am aware how limited I could think of things. And then we all know that possibilities are endless. But if you could think of any possibilities, then we can't possibly expand in the area, right? So thank you for showing me that this one thing that I see is possible for me too, I couldn't even dream of that when I lived in a survival mode and just make a living day by day. But now I come into a point where, okay, slowly I am clear, and I am here. I'm not in the survival mode anymore, but my body is catching up to it right now, so that I'm fully embodying what it's like to just live in a thriving mode rather than survival mode, right? So thrive mode is our next chapter. You always have positive mind. Thank you, really appreciate. I acknowledge my demons and shadow, but at the end of it, I think I practice enough. Like I'm thinking about all the past life that I had to go through. I can't necessarily remember, right? That would be very confusing. Some people do remember all their past lives, but Serious Joy reminded me a couple days ago. Sounds like in this lifetime you are healing the earth element. In the past you failed to protect, manifest, heal, materialize things, but that's not gonna be the case this time. It's like, whew. I used to kind of dwell on the past, what happened in this current life, and some harsh reality that I had to face, and also think about all my past life that I had to go through, many numerous attempts to do better, and my dreams got shattered, and for that I lost the faith in God and lost the faith in the universe. There's a lot of part of me that don't trust, and it's time for me to just let that go, because I don't know what's gonna happen in the future. Like I'm talking about next future lives, but time does not exist, and time exists right here, right now. This forever, eternal now, and future, present, past, all in one place in a different timeline. And you can also think about that. But you know, I don't have to focus on the past life. I don't need to focus on the future life. When I just focus on the present life, I think I have the power to alchemize all the harsh reality that I have to go through. How many times I got murdered, how many times my houses got burned down, you know. I don't have to worry about it because this is now I'm here, and at least I can find a huge peace knowing that in this life, these things will just not gonna happen. And I was reminded of that so many times. This particular lifetime, I came here to reverse all of the karmas. So it's a matter of time how much I'm gonna hold on to this fear, you know? It's like I don't have to do this. I don't have to put myself in this fear cage that I put myself many centuries and many years. Like, you know what I mean? Like I don't want to do that. So your goal is to in each of your stories today, open up and explore the quality of self-love you practice in that portion of your life. Change your response to yourself when appropriate. Your heart and inner child explores strength within yourself. The core of your strength comes from the love you invest in yourself. And the love you invest in yourself comes from what you believe you deserve. What sort of loving treatment do you believe you deserve? Today, take deliberate action to love yourself. Your heart exploring what you think of yourself, how you talk to yourself as a general habit. How you think of yourself turns into what people will think of you. Well, that's the absolute truth, right? How you think of yourself turns into how people will think of you. Today, examine how you habitually speak to yourself. Notice if your thoughts and speech are motivated by love or fear inside of you. So I had a habit of like being jealous of other people's lives. Starting with so many things, right? Like I wish I had cool parents. I wish I had cool parents. I wish I had a bigger sister. I'm the big sister, so I wish I had big sister. I wish I had been born in Canada. I thought about that many times because coming to Canada, I came here by myself and I wanted to pursue my career in dance. I was so jealous of people, not jealous, like I was very envious of people who were born in Canada who got to take dance lessons since they were young, and that's not even their choice, and they were so flexible and beautiful. And here is me. I love dancing, but I started dance late, and I felt like I didn't have this dancer body because I did not dance since young, and I struggled to stay in Canada with the visa and everything. You know, I just always thought I had to go through this hurdles after. I need to grab tissue. Hurdles after hurdles because of some reason, and. But I am exactly where I needed to be, right? I think we all have that past, or, you know, like things that you wish you were that, but you can't change it. This is who you are. And you have to make reconciled with your journey, you know? That's the today's an emotional day. That's yeah, you gotta go, you have to go through whatever you have to go through. Exactly how I feel most of the humans here today are come back for healing mother. Yeah, you know, I was watching a lot of like videos about 2024 and things are coming up, and this is a year that all that we all that needs to come out is coming up, and there's nothing you can hide anymore. And all the things that were hidden, all the darkest truth and all the shadow are just being exposed to the light, basically. So that's why things are coming up. And we were like, oh wow, it's happening. And but it's happening inside of us too. And just examining all those thoughts that, okay, I haven't thought about, just like what I said, like I haven't thought about being shameful, envious of where I come from, envious of envious of people who were born in Canada, just lot of little things like that. I haven't thought about it for a very long time, but now that I'm speaking about it, just little things that is basically self-negating thoughts. Like I know that there are lots of people who wish they were born in Japan. Just to say an example, right? The grass is always greener on the other side. I used to think Canada is a super cool country, and I'm so grateful. And now, like, where Canada is going, and I just like, one day I just look at the weather, it's like, wow, and the weather is not very uplifting here. There's always, the happiness is always inside how you look at things, right? We all have our path. Yeah, we all have a path. What doesn't kill us makes us stronger. 100%. Ebbs and flows. What does ebbs mean, Amanda? Ebbs. But again, we should ask Canadians about born Asians. They will have same up thoughts. Notes. Don't take otherwise. Yeah. I mean, I'm different type of Asian because I immigrated to Canada by myself after 20 years old, so after becoming an adult. So it's very different when compared to Asians, compared to immigrants who were here before they turned coming of age, like 21, 20, right? So I came here by choice, and I just wanted to live abroad. Think of ocean waves. They always come and come back to shore. Yeah, think of ocean waves. They always come and come back to shore. So just give me 10 seconds. I'm going to grab a card. I wanted to... I picked some cards yesterday. I have some different card deck, and do you guys have that? It's called Divine Feminine. And these cards, this is my second card deck that is about goddesses. And the first card that I had is actually, I let that go when I moved into this place, because I thought, okay, I don't need two card deck of goddesses, and I like this one better. It's very beautiful. All the cards, like all the cards I'll show you. It's a beautiful card overall. Anyways, I want to show you. So that I picked 3 cards, which is everything was super powerful. I think it was the sign was, the first card that I got was Mary did I pronounce it right? Magdalene. She is that wife of Jesus Christ, right? And the stuff that she's in that card, I want to read it because it was so powerful. And I took a notes with it too, because that's what I wanted to embody. So, okay, right here. So there are a lot of messages, but it says, the Gospel of Mary Magdalene relates that Jesus came to unite us, to demonstrate to us a true human being, and anthropos. Sorry, I'm Japanese. I'm Shinto. Meaning a person who is both fully human and fully divine. This is what Mary became, and it's why she was so beloved to Jesus. And here comes where I took notes. She didn't seek to follow him. She sought instead to become her true self. So she didn't seek to follow him. She was sought instead to become her true self. So what I'm trying to say is, there was nothing for her to follow. She just became her true self, and Jesus came. Jesus loved her so much. And so I was like, wow, it's like true. What it's like to be the true self. Like, you know, we're all discovering who we are and working on ourselves, but again, there are part of us that, you know, not loving ourselves enough, and that seems to be the theme that coming up. Mary Magdalene reminds us that we have the power to receive vision from within. We're worthy of such proximity to the divine, because that's the other half of what it seems to be truly human. She reminds us that there's a bridge between heaven and earth, and that we are that bridge. And she wants us to remember that truest charge we can ever enter is in the heart. This is where our true power rests and where love never ends. So, voice meditation. Where has my love not yet reached? Where has my love not yet reached? So I thought about where in my body my love has not yet reached. And I thought about my sacral chakra and my root chakra and my lower chakras connected to my earth element, the lower chakra. And I think that's also to do with my my trauma of not being able to manifest in the past life. Like I had a trouble manifesting, connecting with the earth element, and also that judgment from the female ancestors that I had to go through, that I recently discovered. So there's a lot of shame, maybe sexual trauma, and resentment for not being able to live the life they wanted to live. On my mother's side, my female ancestors, like you can imagine, when you're in the house, traditions and women did not have a lot of choice, and those things are manifesting. And I'm also blockages on my sacral and root chakra, and I'm aware of that, and I'm working on myself to release. And what I'm learning through this is a little love that I need to send more, pay attention to, is the sacral and root chakra. And I am going to start moving more. So this card taught me you don't need to chase, right? Become the true self, and the things that you love will chase you. And the second card that I picked was Mary of, I don't even know how to pronounce it. Mary of Nazareth. This is Nazareth. Anyone who's grew up Christian, you're probably aware. So the mother of Jesus Christ, right? These are the cards that I picked yesterday. Isn't that crazy? And it's basically, this card teaches me that courage, courage to give birth to the divine. Like, what a courageous person to be able to, hold that power, to knowing that she's gonna give birth to that most powerful man on earth, right? And that's it, power and the courageous. Name of the deck, it's called Divine Feminine, the Divine Feminine. Yeah, it's beautiful. So courage. So now the next card that I picked, do you guys know this person? Do you say Pope John? So I was reading this story. Probably you know more than me, but this Pope John is basically a woman, and disguised as a man to be able to get into the Catholic church, and she became a pope. But this person is basically, you know, like disguised. But this person was a she, right? And then when that Catholic found that out, obviously she got killed. But what this card trying to tell us is basically the possibilities are limitless because the soul is limitless. This woman disguised herself to be in a church, disguised as a man, because she wanted to be with the man that she was in relationship with. And that's a bold move. That's a bold move. Like, can you think, you know, it's like, wow, like, you know, Catholic, only men are allowed, and I'm not too allowed to be there, but I love this guy so much that I just need to, you know, I don't mind pretend like a man, and I just go in the Catholic, and I'm just gonna, you know, be in that organization. And she did do some great work, and being the Catholic, and she was revealed that she is that woman by giving birth to her baby in front of the crowd. That's what it says in here. So that's pretty wild. She probably knew her fate by then already. But so these 3 cards that I pick is like yesterday it's told me to basically be the true authentic self and be courageous, that you can hold that power, and be bold and limitless. Isn't that crazy? So these are the cards again: to be your true self and be courageous, you have the power, and be limitless. So my family are Catholic, and my mother doesn't like that I am getting into astrology. Yeah, some religion think that astrologies are evil, but astrologies are fun. You can really read people, you know, and give them little shades. But really, I don't use it to judge people. It's more just for fun, to understand other people and myself. So that's a powerful card. So think about things that is so outrageous, but you know that it's possible, because what your heart desires will happen. Can you be courageous, and can you be limitless, and open up to possibilities, right? And maybe since yesterday we are learning that part of ourselves that, you know, part of ourselves that gave away to other people, not knowing, becoming a people pleaser because maybe we were scared of losing that opportunities, or maybe we were scared of doing this or that. But I am slowly coming to a point where it's like, okay, I don't want to rely on other people's and my happiness, but also there are parts of me that ignore my true desire. And maybe the true desire is like, really, I just want to have fun and make people move and let them shine their light, instead of like, oh, this drama and this tension, you know. It's time for us to create a new story and going with that. So another card. This is a card. So I have a lot of cards, but not too many. This is high. We picked this card, and I tapped one time because today is step 1. And I picked this card: get creative and excite your imagination with wonder. Okay, so stop saying you're bored and let your imagination go wild with wonder. Creativity, in short, is turning your ideas into reality by using your imagination to put things together in a way that has never been done before. The word art is written in the art earth. So earth has the word earth. So it seems obvious tapping into our creative side contributes to our soul's growth and purpose on this planet. Einstein said, imagination is more important than knowledge. Yeah, imagination is more important than knowledge, because people who, I watched this video, people who went through a lot of doctorings and school system, they tend to have a limited mindset, right? And to follow what the government tells you, and you don't question it, you know? And that was me for a very long time. Curiosity is a cure for boredom. So when you pull this card, unleash your creativity by redecorating, cooking, coloring, singing, dancing, capturing photos, writing, or whatever way you feel called to express yourself. The problem isn't that you don't have any ideas. It's like you haven't created the space to give them life and bring them into the world. Time and patience required. Doubts stop us from turning our dreams into reality. Spend time daily doing something that excites your imagination to stay in flow. What creative project can you get lost in today? Set aside time and space to create instead of waiting for inspiration to strike. Remember, be prepared to make mistakes and don't criticize your creations. Learn from the mistakes and try again. Excite my imagination with wonders and allow myself to get creative. Yeah. You know, as I was reading this, my mind just went somewhere else, to be honest. And one thing I was thinking about is, so I've been shadow banned, and the post that, I didn't even post that post, it was the repost on the story from Human Garage talking about water. And then I got the second flag yesterday, and I look at this post. It was about like philosophy. It was nothing about, it's okay, if I could pull this right now, it was just so ridiculous. It doesn't make any sense, this algorithm, what they were doing. And but it got flagged, and I don't know how many flags you are gonna get before you get your account shut down. It's pretty crazy. I will show you. Okay. Okay, so you may, okay. This is not my post, and the post that got shadow banned and was, smart people learn from everything and everyone. Average people from their experiences. Stupid people already have all the answer. Socrates. Did I say it right? So Socrates, the philosopher, you know. Smart people learn from everything and everyone. Average people from their experiences. So average people learn from their experiences. Stupid people already have all the answer. And that is like, oh, shadow man, isn't that crazy? And yeah, I said your post may not follow our guidelines on false information. False information. So anyways, at the end of it, I don't know how long I have until I completely get my Instagram banned. So what I decided to do now is I am cross-sharing. So every time I post, if I can, I post it on TikTok, I post it on X, I post it on LinkedIn, and yeah, and YouTube. So I mean, if it's happened, it happened, but it's crazy how things are moving, right? So I am thinking about, I will definitely want to create something for myself, like do things to serve me. And it doesn't come from that egoistic place, but whatever I do serves and good for the world. And there are a lot of things I've done to please others, please the organization. But I really want to start doing this for myself and set a good boundaries, better boundaries every day for myself. It's like, do I love myself enough? Do I take this action because I love myself, or do I take this action because I feel like I should be doing? And in this new age, I think we are all learning to just do things for ourselves. And it's a challenge, right? I don't have kids, but especially when you have kids and all that, why would they want to shadow ban you? It's so strange. You don't say anything that would warrant that. Yeah, it's crazy, right? It doesn't make any sense, and that is exactly what they're doing. So very, very interesting. My nose is completely locked. Okay, so this is a sinus release. Telegram. Yeah, Telegram too. Do you guys any coaching program, the suggestions on the coaching program platform? I definitely want to start creating something that is more solid and something that is going to be unbreakable or taken away by someone, so that it will stay. I think that's where I'm going, because you know, it's permanent. Whatever I create, permanent. So yeah, that's where I'm going. Do you guys have any question? Keep us updated. Yes, definitely. Yeah, I want to create something that is available for everyone. And I saw this, one of my dancer friend, Rakisha, she's a pro dancer. She travels around the world, and she's in a sort of like similar spiritual path, but she lives in Mexico. And I saw her new class that she's doing, in-person class in Mexico. She's doing like movement philosophy, and like she's adding a lot of elements, and she's like, she has a lot of strong connection to Egypt, so she does a lot of like tatting, like the shape and goddesses, Egyptian. And I just felt like, oh, this is something that I mean maybe wanted to manifest, like, you know. So thank you for the reminder, that what's possible, instead of like just doing the fascia maneuvers, because I think we all have different niche, right? It's not just do fascia maneuvers. Like, I incorporate this, it's a powerful tool, but for me, movement is the answer. So whatever that help us move the energy, and using that self-awareness, so that, you know, this pattern, this emotion won't come back anytime, it come back anymore, because you can use all the tools to release emotions temporarily, but emotion will come back if you don't change that core belief of that pattern of attracting those patterns, right? So the core belief that we are loved and we're blessed, and it's safe for us to give to ourselves love first and foremost. So yeah, that's where I'm going. I'm excited. Yeah, so there's a lot to unwind. Things are shifting. My nose is blocked. But yeah, slowly coming to a point where I do this life for myself, nobody else's. I don't need to please others. I show up for myself, and I teach because it's fun, and I do these things because to show myself that I care and I love myself. So yeah, that's what I'm embodying in this Libra season, to come back to myself and grab myself, open up my lower chakra, and to be happier and be true to myself. Because when I become true, my true self, everything falls into place, and that's the truth. So be courageous for making those decisions for ourselves, and be courageous and be open to possibilities, open to give, open to receive. And that's the work every day. So that being said, thank you guys for being here. I really appreciate you. I was able to have live here on the couch today, but maybe I'll see you outside tomorrow. I'm not sure, but thank you guys for being here. I'll post this recording and I'll see you later. I'm teaching online fascia maneuvers class 4 p.m. PST online. So if you guys jump on that, that'll be awesome. From Human Garage, Instagram, or IKUEDANCER. Yeah. Thank you guys. I'll see you soon. Bye.